up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Abroad Yorkshire. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that like, subscribe and notification bell so you get notified when the new content comes out. Select all instead of personalised, then you will get notified. If you select personalised, you'll not get notified at all. If you've been with us a while, you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you very, very much for subscribing. Speaking of subscribers, before I start this one, I'd just like to say a huge, massive thank you very, very much to each and every single solitary subscriber and all the people who comment and email me and all that. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we started this channel just 7 months ago. And as you've seen in some of the other videos, hopefully, our aim was to get 20 subscribers by last Christmas. We're already doing it as a bit of a laugh. And it's just blown up. The channel's just absolutely blown up. And we're just approaching 15,000 subscribers. So thank you very, very much. I'm much, much appreciative. It's just beyond anything I could have imagined. So thank you very much to all subscribers. Please subscribe. Happy days. Now, today's subject, totally different this one, totally different. I know I say that all the time, don't I? Totally different this one, but I wasn't going to film this one, I wasn't going to film it at all, but I'm hoping that it'll help someone out down the line, especially if you've got a motorhome and you're using Sikaflex. Oh yes, the big S. Now, Sikaflex, if you don't know, is a polyurethane adhesive, bonding adhesive, and they use it on the motorhome roofs for the brackets of solar panels and things like that. Really, really strong. Now, it's not silicone, so it's like really, really tough, really, really strong. And it's great, and once it's on, it's a nightmare to get off. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be removing it and showing you how I remove it. So the backstory is, I installed last year two 200 watt Renogy solar panels, and they worked absolutely fantastic. They run from the roof down into the boot of the motorhome, and they powered my Bloetti AC300, which powered the entire motorhome, and it was an amazing piece of kit. However, they were really huge panels, and I've had to take one of them off to make space for the air conditioning unit, which we're going to be having fitted at A&E Leisure later on this year, as soon as the new one comes in stock. If you've not seen any videos, you don't know the backstory of that, have a look at the other ones. This one here, there you go, and it'll just explain what happened when we were going to have the air conditioning fitted last time. So the story is, I've took the solar panels off, I've unbolted them, taken them off, but the brackets are still on, and they're held on with the Sikaflex 522. Used to be 512, but I think they upgraded it a couple of years back to 522, which is even stronger, and it's good, it's absolutely amazing, but it's a real nightmare to get off. And if you read it instructions, once it's on and it's dried, then there's no, you can't dissolve it or anything like that like you can with silicone. It has to be taken off mechanically, which means by machine or by hard graft and sweat. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've used. Now, I've already taken one bracket off. They were held on really, really well. My bracket, I made some angle iron brackets out of 5mm aluminium angle iron that I bought on eBay. And it came, and I cut it and shaped it and drilled it and mounted everything, and it was absolutely fantastic. Flew all through Spain and through France all last year. It was absolutely brilliant, but getting them off has been a nightmare. So I've thought about, I've tried to do a bit of research on it, and if you look on YouTube and things like that, they're all saying use a multi-tool, things like that. And I've got two multi-tools, because obviously I used to be in building trade, but I wouldn't want to risk it on my motorhome roof with a multi-tool, because quick slip, you're straight through gel coat, you're straight through roof, and it's no good, is it? So you got to be really, really careful. So initially, I've tried all sorts, but the first thing I tried, which was slightly successful, was just a cheap cheese wire. I got it off Amazon and put it on, started cutting, and it worked for maybe 5 seconds, and then the wire snapped. So it wasn't substantial enough, and it would have done the job, because what my aim is to cut through the Sikaflex without touching the motorhome roof, because we've got like a 3mm bed, so there's plenty of room to play with. I want to cut through it without actually hitting the motorhome roof. So the cheese wire initially worked, but it snapped. It wasn't up to the game, so that went back to Amazon and I got a refund for that. It were absolutely rubbish. It were. So if you're thinking of doing it, don't get a cheese wire. What I have had success with, because I took one off yesterday, and I'll show you using in this video, is just a generic from Amazon, cheap and cheerful. There you go. Windscreen removing tool. This has worked absolutely perfect. Now, I bought this off Amazon. It was this one. And it comes with some silver wire and gold wire, but I read in the reviews that the silver wire is not very strong, so I haven't even attempted to use that. I just went for the gold wire that comes with it. It comes with a roll of gold wire. I used that, and mate, it went through it like a knife through butter. Absolutely brilliant. So all you do on these is you cut your length off your reel, you feed it through your handles. On these posts here, these come up, you feed it through your handles. Don't know if you can see that. It comes up through a little hole there. Look, I don't know if you can see that. And then it comes down and it locks back in place in your handle, and the harder you pull, it locks it tighter. So it's really good. This is the one I used yesterday as a trial to get the other one off, and it's worked fantastically. So that's what I'm going to be using, and that's what I'm going to show you. So I've got another possibly 3 to take off. There's one bracket I'm going to be leaving on, because that's going to sit exactly where one of the panels is going to sit when I put my new panels on. So I've got 3 more to take off, which I'll show you. There's a long one and a couple of short ones. I'll take them off and I'll show you. So what it does is it slices straight through the centre of the Sikaflex without actually hitting the motorhome roof and without hitting the steel or the aluminium. So it's absolutely fantastic, but that then leaves a thin bead of Sikaflex on the motorhome roof. So this is where this comes in. This is another cheap and cheerful from Amazon. Here you go, 15-in-1 decked on ultimate decorator's tool. Now I think any blade will do, any bladed tool, as long as it's very, very, very sharp, which these are. And this is Mrs. Yorkshire. She doesn't know I've pinched this, so I'll have to sneak it back into her tool bag. So it's there, look. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a nice blade on top, and with these corners here, this one and this one, it just makes getting under silicone lovely, and I'll show you. And because it doesn't dig in, you can really go nice and gentle. It's got a good handle on it, and it helps take it off right back down without even touching paint, and it's brilliant. So I'm going to get up on the roof and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, just a bit of a backstory on the motorhome solar panels. We've purchased some a brand new product. It's the Renogy 120 watt shadow flux solar panels, these ones. Now we saw these at the NEC in Birmingham, and they actually look absolutely brilliant. If there's any shading or partial shading, it doesn't stop, because I'm going to have 4 or 5 wired in series. And if you get partial shading, it just cuts it all out and you get a real big drop of power supply. But with these, you can get partial shading. It doesn't affect anything else that's in the sun. Absolutely amazing. Now they do them in a 200 watt, and this brand new one, which has just come out this week, is a 120 watts. So I'm going to wire 4 or 5 in series, 120 watts. Because that's all I've got the room for now, because of the air conditioning unit that's going on. So that's been my whole issue. So the backstory is, when I went to the NEC, I gave my details to the people on the stand. They sent me an email, the UK distributor, and it was Ryan Pro, they call them, and Conrad Anderson, 2 different companies that are working together. I think it's the same company, but under 2 different shells, if you like. So they got in touch, a lad called Nathan, and it was fine. He was absolutely brilliant, and he said we've got them coming in, and they will be here. I can have them to you by end of March. And it was coming towards end of February, so I thought that's absolutely fantastic. So I ordered them, pre-ordered, and I paid for them. Now initially, invoice came through, and invoice was more than I was quoted. So I had to go back with that and the amended invoice, and I paid for it, and happy day. So I ordered 3 initially, with the option of buying another 2, which I was going to do yesterday. And then happy days, I waited till end of March. Got in touch with Nathan, gave him a ring at Conrad Anderson. Have you got me solar panels? You know when they're coming in? Obviously I need to start planning, making these videos and things like that. I explained that I will give him a review, and I'll review Conrad Anderson and at Ryon Pro. And he said, we've got no notification of when they're coming in yet. They are in country, but we're waiting for them coming in. We are the sole UK distributor, which I've since found is not correct. So anyway, I've waited again, first week in April, end of first week in April. Get him another call, still no idea when they're coming in, can't give me a date when to deliver. So to cut a long story short, I've just said, well, just give me a refund. I'd already sold all my blow etiquette and all my solar panels, and somebody was supposed to be coming to collect it. And I felt such a fool, because all this equipment that I'd ordered, Ryon Pro couldn't supply. And they couldn't give me a date when they were going to supply it, and they were just umming and ahhing. So I said, can you give me a refund? He says, yeah, we'll do it tonight. And they never give me a refund. It's been a nightmare. So I've had to do a PayPal. I went through PayPal. I had to escalate it through PayPal. And I spoke to him again, and he says, yeah, I'll give you a refund now. And he's still not giving me a refund. Even now he's not giving me a refund. I got an email from him saying it'll be a refund, but it'll take another 7 to 10 days to go back into PayPal, which is not true, because if you do a refund on PayPal, you just click one button and it reverses the whole process instantly. So I don't know what he's messing about at. So I'm a little bit disappointed with Ryon Pro and Conrad Anderson. I spoke to him, like I said, last night, and he's still umming and ahhing whether he can get these panels and when they're coming in, and just fobbing me off with a load of nonsense, really. So I went on the Renogy site, and lo and behold, they're for sale directly through Renogy UK. So I ordered them through Renogy UK, not waited for my refund. I've just ordered them through them. Lo and behold, they're on way. Yodel collected them same day. I've had a notification they're going to be delivered tomorrow. So I've ordered them today. Renogy have collected them today, and they're going to be delivered tomorrow. So I don't know what Ryon Pro and Conrad Anderson are messing about at. So obviously they're not the sole distributor. So a little bit disappointed in that, a little bit disappointed. So a few £100 out of pocket so far, but PayPal will do whatever they do, and I will eventually get my money back on that. So that's the backstory. So they'll be here in the morning, which is why I'm making this today, because I've got to jump up on roof, get it all cleaned off, get it all prepared, ready, and when they come tomorrow, I'm going to reinstall the new panels, which I'll show you. And I'll show them working, and happy days. Right, let's jump on roof. Let's show you how we use these and this to take off the Sikaflex 522. Right, so as you can see, that's one just there. That one will be coming off first. There's a big one there, and you can see the 2 little ones over here, look. There's one at either end. Those 2 little ones will come off, and I'll reutilise them. All these little bits here, look, all these will all come off as well. We'll get all that lot cleaned up. And then the entrance, we're going to leave, the cable entry, we're going to leave, obviously, because we're not putting the panels on yet. We'll be replacing that tomorrow with a new cable entry. And happy days. Get Motorhome Roof a good clean. I'm going to access first of all the ones at the back. I don't know if you can see that just at the back there where I took one off, just on the very edge along there. Look, can you see that? So that's where I took one off yesterday. You can just see the remnants of the Sikaflex, which I'll be taking off with an eraser later on. A caramel wheel, as they call it. If you get a little caramel wheel, you can use it by hand instead of using it in drill, and it'll take that off absolutely fantastic. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to put my ladder to the back. I'm lucky enough for these ones that I'm actually on flat roof of the extension at house, so it's absolutely brilliant. So it's you can walk straight on and off, it's all right. So I'll not be putting too much weight on the motorhome roof. So I'm going to position my ladder at the back, first of all and get the 2 little ones off and cleaned up, and then I'm going to come up and take the big one off and then give the motorhome and the existing solar panel a good clean, and then start measuring up and marking out with a template where these new solar panels are going to fit. Right, so as you can see, we've placed the windscreen cutting tool under the corner here, look, under the Sikaflex, which is just here, underneath here onto the Sikaflex. Now all I'm going to do is going to gently cut through it, and as you can see, you can hear it hitting the metal or the aluminium. You see how quick that cuts through? Absolutely fantastic. You can see bracket moving. I'm just trying to be nice and gentle. Easy as that. That comes off. That can go over there. And as you can see, all that's done is that's cut through the Sikaflex without actually going through the roof, which is under there. So we've still got a few millimeters there. Absolutely brilliant. So what we do now is we get the sharp tool, which I'll show you, and we'll get that scraped off before we hit it with the caramel wheel, and then we'll do the same for the other 2. So as you can see there, all we're going to do is gently cut that. As you can see, spacer out, 3mm space. You see that? I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. So we're just not through to paint yet. Absolutely easy. You're going to just get with the corner, nice and gentle, and scrape through slowly at a very slight angle, and you're going to remove it like that. You see it, the gel coat's here, look, not even touched it. Absolutely amazing. So be careful with your fingers, remove it, and happy days. And that's all you do, boys and girls. Really simple. You see that? Nice and gentle. Take that off. That's how easy it is to take off the Sikaflex. I'll catch you in a sec. Happy days. So that's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to remove Sikaflex. Bit of elbow grease, the right tools, and it will come off. So if you're wanting to replace your solar panels, you've Sikaflexed them down, don't worry, it's dead easy. Don't attack it with the multi-tool because you will do damage. Nice and steady like that, it'll come off. That'll then be ready for the new panels to go on. Right.